ladies and gentlemen, it is time to step on the ice for some biscuits and penalties. I'm Cobra, and I am joined by Ben, and Billy will be here shortly. And hopefully we get some more people stepping up onto the ice. And of course, reminder, I'm your starting goaltender. So say hello, Ben.
Hello.
All right. So, we are, interestingly enough, getting closer to the halfway point of the hockey season.
Yes.
Yeah, we passed the Winter Classic. We have definitely gotten over the hump, and there have been some interesting developments going on. But before we get started, a special shout out to the state of California. With the wildfires going on, it's kind of a huge disaster. Of course, it's wildfires taken up a bit of the sporting world by surprise. Of course, we have some NHL teams in California with the San Jose Sharks, LA Kings, Anaheim Ducks. All pretty much in the crosshairs of this wildfire disaster. Of course, I hate to say thoughts and prayers because I know from experience that does shit. But our condolences go out to the state of California dealing with this harrowing wildfire, especially during the winter. So that's all I got to say about that. Anywho, Ben, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing?
Doing as well as I can, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So got some interesting NHL news. What's up?
So I don't know what your news is, but did you see where the Winter Classic's going to be played?
Yes, in Miami.
The fuck.
To be fair, a little bit of history lesson, Ben. The first outdoor game actually took place in Las Vegas in 1992. I want to say it was 92. Let me check that.
Las Vegas is a little different than Miami. The desert gets a little colder than Miami.
Oh, no, this was actually in the afternoon. First NHL outdoor game. It was 91. It was 91. It was September. It was a preseason matchup at Caesar Palace with the LA Kings and the Los Angeles Rangers, September 27th, 1991, and it was hot. The rink. Yep. Yeah. To be fair, it was kind of more. It was melting, yes, but it wasn't. There was more synthetic ice. It's weird. But anywho, getting to the NHL news. Obviously, with the trade deadline looming overhead, we're getting closer to NHL playoffs. There's interesting. Yeah. I mean, getting closer to it. At the halfway point. There's a rumor going around, and it is a pretty interesting rumor, that the Anaheim Ducks are possibly going to move John Gibson, their starting goaltender, out. Basically trade him for assets. And one of the top teams for John Gibson, where he's projected to go, is the Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, I know it's for some fans it's like, oh hey, but obviously John Gibson needs to move away from the Ducks because he's been carrying that team for a few years now. If you had the ability to acquire Gibson or trade him, where would you, other than the Flyers, where would you most likely see him go?
I mean, pipe dream, I would say Capitals. because that would strengthen the team up a little bit more. Their goalie situation still isn't. I mean, they're winning, but they don't have like top tier goalie at all.
I don't
I was
think
thinking more
I don't think you
of a
should give up on
competitive
Logan
team.
Thompson. I don't think you
No, no,
should give up.
I'm not saying I give up. I mean, you always have at least two goalies on your team. It's always good to
Yes,
have a better
yes,
goalie on
but
your team if
but
you get a chance.
in humble opinion and in my watching experience, when a team has two number one goalies, it's not advantageous to have two number one goalies. It's
So
always
see, here's
it's always more advantageous to give one number one goalie a lot of playing time, because if you have two number one goalies, they're just going to keep fighting for playing time, and both of them are gonna stagnate.
right now. I understand it was just a pipe dream, but I'm
Yeah.
just trying to figure out why the Flyers
Um.
they're at the bottom of the division. Like, why not like a competitor? Like, why not somebody that's just like wants to compete? Like, has a middle of a road goalie. And they need a number one.
The reason why I think a lot of people are saying the Philadelphia Flyers is because the Philadelphia Flyers, their core of goaltending experience is very young. You know, Samuel Urson, I think he's a competent backup. He is definitely not the one to take the reins as a full-time starter as of right now.
He's 9-7.
Ivan Fedotov needs more time, and unfortunately, time is beating him.
Well, Earson has the
You
better
know,
record.
but sometimes it's not about record either. Sometimes it's about best fit too, and sometimes all a goalie needs too is talent around him. The Flyers have talent; they don't
See,
have goaltending.
see, nowadays you don't have household name goaltenders anymore like you used to back in the day. It seems like the
I
goaltending is
disagree with that. I disagree with that.
scarce.
I disagree with that. But I do think that the talent level of goaltending is so high. And I also think that you know, from experience, being a goalie is a lot of fun. I will openly admit it. But I will also say this: I think that if not the Flyers, I say a team that would probably use a bit of a boost, who also has a similar problem to the Flyers as far as their goaltending situation, but could definitely use that boost is the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yeah.
They're right now, I hate to say it, the Blue Jackets need that type of boost in morale. Why not a veteran goaltender in John Gibson, playoff experience, and he's carried the Ducks for a while, but hey, I think the Blue Jackets do deserve to get new goaltending. Elvis Merzlikins is not doing it in net. Just too much PTSD,
Doing it
really.
well. Doing
By the
it
way,
well.
Kat, how are you doing?
So much better now that we have water in the house again.
Yes. For those who don't know, a lot of us here live on the East Coast, and we are getting pounded by a winter storm.
Yeah.
A lot of it has subsided, the big one at least, but we do have another one coming, which sucks. But
honestly, this wasn't even weather related. It was probably how they installed it 4 years ago.
Right.
And the wire rubbed up against the casing of the well, and it got shorted out essentially. Yeah.
Fun.
So my kids got to learn how to replace a well pump.
Oh, doubly fun. So Kat, I know you're inexperienced does show when it comes to hockey. But
yes.
There is a goalie on the Anaheim Ducks by the name of John Gibson. John Gibson has been a solid contributor for the Anaheim Ducks. The problem is the talent around him is woeful and hasn't been doing him any favors. They are saying that with the trade deadline looming, because we are at the halfway point of the NHL season, with the trade deadline looming, a lot of people are saying that the Philadelphia Flyers are the top pick to acquire him in the trade deadline. My question was, if you were an NHL team, that needs goaltending help, what team would you ship Gibson to? I know this is a little bit out of your expertise, so this might be tough. This might be tough. She's doing research. That's why there's a long pause in silence, guys.
So how about Ovi? Ovi's been getting back on track. He's pretty close. What is he? 23 goals away now.
Yep. And speaking of scoring, Sidney Crosby officially is number 9th on career scoring as the Penguins beat the Oilers and Connor McJesus himself, Connor McDavid, 5-3.
Can you hear me now?
Nobody cares.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I was trying to answer you, and I had to get out of the recording and come back in.
So
okay.
So Kat.
Yes.
Just want to let you know. If you're going to be a Washington Capitals fan, you have to hate the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh no, really?
I mean, Mario Lemieux may be mortal, but he'll forever own the Caps.
Mario Lemieux, I do not hate.
Okay? But he owns Penguins. But he owns the Penguins.
See, I like the Penguins because they're penguins.
It's like the rivalry.
I'm going to
give you a sum up of how the rivalry is compared.
You know what? I will reserve judgment.
Baltimore.
Okay. Hey, pump the brakes a little bit. Guys, you're getting a little out. Ben, you're getting a little out of control. Anywho, delay a game, 2-minute minor. Anywho.
Hate the Penguins.
Anywho, so I don't, Ben, Kat, I know that was a tough question to ask if you were.
Well, but I was trying to say, so basically you're saying, do I know of a team who needs a goalie?
Correct.
Okay. I guess there's not an easy way to look up who's allowed the most scores, but I bet there's a way I can figure out who's been losing.
Yeah, and at least on the fly, at least. I think I know your answer. I think.
What about the Blackhawks? Or we want him to go to a good team.
Basically a team that looks on the upswing. So probably not the Blackhawks because Blackhawks are deliberately tanking. We know this.
Oh, I did not know this. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, if you don't mind, I'll answer for you.
Oh, please do.
So, I would say that probably besides the Philadelphia Flyers, who do need a solid veteran goaltender like him, who still has skill set, I said the Blue Jackets. Ben, he's going fanboy saying, "Hey, Capitals."
Not really. I don't really want them.
I will say there is a team in the Atlantic Division that has needed goaltending help since their greatest goaltender since Patrick Waugh retired. Now it's Carey Price. No, I'm going the Montreal Canadiens.
They're gonna go Avalanche.
Because they they really right now don't have great goaltending. Their goaltending is okay, serviceable, but not good long term. It's kind of a similar situation as Philadelphia Flyers, but they have more veteran talent. So, but that's at least my opinion.
Okay.
All right. Kat, do you like that answer?
Yeah. It makes sense to want to send him to a team that is on an upswing, so that way
Yes.
potentially his prowess is appreciated more.
Yep. And I will also say, to be as fair as well, that the reason why the rumor mill was that they'd send John Gibson to the Flyers is because the main reason that the Flyers are actually in the bottom right now isn't because of a lack of talent, it's because of a lack of talent in net. They have lots of talent, at the wazoo, but because the goaltender they're getting scored on a lot, and the goaltender they were supposed to have last year, aka famous women respecter Carter Hart, big piece of shit, decided to be one of the 5 Canadian, not Canadian, but the 5 players, Canadian players involved in a rape scandal. So yeah.
Oh my.
Yes, so that's why. And actually, possibly guilty. So yeah.
That's awful.
Anywho, let's get away from that. Because we're about to get into the standings. All right, so in the Eastern Conference, at the top of the Atlantic, it's pretty much unchanged. The Toronto Maple Leafs, 27-14-2, 56 points. The Florida Panthers, the defending Stanley Cup champion, 25-15-2, 52 points. The Tampa Bay Lightning, actually, no, there is a change because the Lightning moved up. 22-15-2, 46 points. The Boston Bruins, 20-19-5, 45 points. The Ottawa Senators, 19-18-3, 41 points. The Montreal Canadiens, second verse, same as the first, 19-18-3, 41 points. The Detroit Red Wings, 18-18-4, 40 points. And at the bottom, the Buffalo Sabres, 16-21-5, 37 points.
Yes.
Yeah, talk about a team that needs, an identity in net. It seems like all their goaltending prospects that they've had is letting them down. Levi, UPL, now they're, they have, they do have Reimer as a backup, but James Optimus Rhyme is not really doing anything.
I know what it is. They're selling the hockey souls to the Buffalo Bills football soul gods.
Yep, that sounds about right. I mean, Pagula owns both. Pagula owns both teams, so not surprised.
So it doesn't matter how bad a Sabres
boy.
He's making bank right now anyway.
Exactly. All right, now for the Metropolitan Division. At the top, it's the Washington Capitals. 27-10-4, 58 points. The New Jersey Devils, 25-15-4, 54 points. Raleigh! The Carolina Hurricanes, 25-15-2, 52 points. The Columbus Blue Jackets, 19-17-6, 44 points. And the Pittsburgh Penguins, 18-17-8, 44 points. And what? Ow! Yeah, you get back, Yinzer. Playoffs are not here yet. Not for... Get him out of here.
And only one game for the Steelers.
Shut up! Yinzer, get out of here. Anyhow, then you have the Blue Shirts, aka the New York Rangers, 19-20-2, 40 points. The New York Islanders, 16, 18, and 7, 39 points. And the Philadelphia Flyers, 17, 20, and 5, 39 points.
Mm-mm-mm.
And Western Conference, we have the Winnipeg Jets. 28, 12, and 8, 58 points. 28, 12, and 2, 58 points. The Minnesota Wild, 26, 12, and 4, 56 points. The Dallas
I'm sorry,
Stars.
did you say the other one had 58? Isn't that like one of the higher points?
The Jets are actually second in the Western Conference and second actually third, because the Capitals had 58. But I'll get to it. The Dallas Stars 26, 13, and 1, 53 points. The Colorado Avalanche 20. I was just getting to that, Ben. Damn it! Jumping the gun. Colorado Avalanche 26, 16, and 1, 53 points. The St. Louis Blues 20, 19, and 4, 44 points. The Utah Hockey Club, probably going to be the Yeti next year, 17, 16, and 7, 41 points. The Nashville Predators, 13, 21, and 7, 33 points. And Chicago Blackhawks, 14, 25, and 2, 30 points.
Ish.
Then in the Pacific Division, like Ben said, the best team in the NHL right now, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Or Vegas Golden Knights. Sorry, they don't have the loss in there. 28, 10, and 3, 59 points.
Wow.
The Edmonton Oilers, the Western Conference champion from last year, 25, 13, and 3, 53 points. The LA Kings, 23, 10, and 5, 51 points. The Calgary Flames, 18, 12, and 10. The Vancouver Canucks, 18, 12, and 10, 46 points. The Calgary Flames, 19, 14, and 7, 45 points. And I hate to say it, how fitting that their game had to be canceled because they had to go to LA. There's a wildfire going on. It's not their fault.
Oh my gosh.
I want to blame it on, I think it's safe to blame it on famous racist Hulk Hogan. The Anaheim Ducks, 17, 19, and 5, 39 points. Seattle Kraken, 17, 22, and 3, 37 points. And the San Jose Sharks, 13, 24, and 6, 32 points.
Wow.
Yeah. But before we get to the games of the weekend, I just want to remind everyone that the Biscuits and Penalties podcast is brought to you by the Social Sports Pad Network. Social Sports Pad Podcast Network, obviously, we do not just the Biscuits and Penalties, but we also do the Hard Count, our football podcast. We also do the Lap Down, our NASCAR podcast, which is entering season 2. We also do Dirt and Turf, our baseball podcast, also entering season 2 this year, and coming soon on February 2nd. The Social Sports Pad Network brings to you the Social Slam cast. We will be covering all wrestling on that podcast. So just want to give that early jump. So check us out.
Not like Olympic wrestling.
Yes, that's why I was saying WWE, TNA, all the wrestling leagues that are out there. Well, wrestling leagues, wrestling associations, not leagues.
Yeah.
And trust me, I was about to say, it's not the wrestling I did in high school. But
No.
By the way, check us out on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love. Like, subscribe, and rate on Spotify if you want to. Social Sports Pad Network, thanks you. Anyway, so we are going to do the games of the weekend.
Oh boy.
All right. So tomorrow, have the Bruins Panthers, Kraken Sabres, Senators Penguins, Oilers, Blackhawks, Lightning, Devils, Avalanche, Jets, Ducks, Flyers, Blue Jackets, Blues, Stars, Canadiens, Ducks, Maple Leafs, Capitals, Predators, Islanders, and Utah, Kings and Flames, Wild and Sharks, and Rangers and Golden Knights. And on Sunday, we have the Kraken, Red Wings, Stars, Senators, Lightning, Penguins, Ducks, Hurricanes, Wild, Golden Knights.
Wow.
Yep. So, Kat, I'm going to start with you, Kat. Games of the week, games of the weekend. 2 for Saturday, 1 for Sunday. Let's go. What are you watching?
Well, considering I can actually get ESPN Plus, I'm going to watch the Bruins Panthers tomorrow at 1.
Immediately starting us off right.
And then I kind of want to see what happens with the Ducks and the Flyers.
Ooh, interesting. And now for Sunday.
Sunday. You know what? I'll go with the Lightning and the Penguins.
Nice. Ben, your turn.
Sorry, I'm dealing with some drama. All right. So let me take a look at the games. It's for tomorrow and for tomorrow and for Sunday, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go for the Capitals against the Predators, and hopefully Ovi can get a few easy goals against the Predators since they're not doing so hot.
Nicely done.
And why not the Avalanche and the Winnipeg Jets?
All right. And now for the Sunday one.
And for Sunday, let's go with the Ducks Hurricanes.
Nice.
Ducks and Hurricanes, quack, quack, quack.
All right. So I'm going with the Kraken and Sabres. Hey, why not watch? Hey, bottom feeders normally give us a great competitive matchup. I'm going to go with the Canucks Maple Leafs. This one I think ought to be interesting. Canucks have the potential to be a wild card team, and the Maple Leafs, of course, will be eliminated in the second round. By the second round. And on Sunday, I am going to go with the Wild and the Golden Knights. These are top teams in the NHL. So yeah. And
nice.
that is it for our podcast, which of course I got to give a shout out to an affiliate before we even go. And our podcast, of course, was brought to you today by what? Smackin' Sunflower Seeds. Hey. Smackin' Sunflower Seeds. They're, with baseball season on the way, the fine people at Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, the most viral sunflower seed on the market today, is definitely making brand new flavors for the season, especially for a limited time, because they are launching for a limited time salt and vinegar. And of course, don't forget to check out the variety pack, which have churro, backyard barbecue, cheddar jalapeno, maple brown sugar is on the variety pack now.
Yes,
garlic
I saw
parmesan,
that.
garlic parmesan, lemon pepper, ranch, dill pickle, cracked pepper, and their original seed. And these seeds aren't no joke. They are big sunflower seeds. You get a lot of bang for your buck. And they also do pumpkin seeds too. So, don't forget to check out their pumpkin seeds, which are currently available in 3 flavors: original, cinnamon churro, and dill pickle. But I will say, if all this excites you and you want to give them a shot, use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts and show the channel some love. That's Smackin' Sunflower Seed. All right, guys, that's it for the Biscuits and Penalties podcast. Of course, I'd like to thank Kat and Ben for showing up. Want to remind everyone also that of our podcasts, The Lap Down and Dirt and Turf, which will be appearing next month. So be on the listen for them. Although Lap Down might be appearing at the end of this month. So again, be on the listen. Also want to give also don't forget about the Hard Count, our football podcast. We are getting into playoff season with that one. And of course, our brand new podcast, the Social Slam podcast, which will be February 2nd. Mark that in your calendars. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun hearing my friend Greg, my friend Alex, and Newt City is joining us as well. It's going to be a huge battle royale of mindsets there. So, and don't forget, of course, our affiliates, which are in the bio. I don't need to read them out to you. I've spouted at them long enough because I'm Cobra. And on behalf of Kat and Ben, it's time to step off the ice. See y'all later.